All right, guys, I'm with my awesome friend and client, Chris, and we're going to be introducing episode number 13 of the mjover Show. And the cool thing about this is that I love highlighting great businesses also. And this is the restaurant series. So check this out. Chris started by just giving some people some great samples of food at farmers markets. And she started really kind of just saying, everybody's really loving this stuff. And now we're in an actual space, well-known business, and she serves our community in many different ways. So I would love to welcome Chris to the show, and she wants to first just get into really what this business is and how it began.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it. So I started my business, we became an official home bakery in 2019. Prior to that, I started, a quick summary of my background. I actually grew up in a bakery. My parents had a bakery when I was growing up. We baked in our home. We sold at the local farmers market. This was in Southern Virginia, down in Lynchburg, Virginia area. So I have that as part of my background. I learned as a teenager how to manage a bakery, how to keep the ovens full all the time, how to manage workflow, and how to sell to customers at the farmers market. So that, and I've always loved to bake and cook. So that's a little bit of my history and background. I got married in 1999, had 3 kids, stay-at-home mom, loved that season of my life. And then as my kids started to be teenagers, they wanted to go on mission trips, they wanted to go to camp, and all that stuff was expensive, and we just didn't have the funds for it. We were a one-income family. So to raise funds for our kids to do those extracurricular things that they wanted to do, we started selling cinnamon buns, dinner rolls, and pies from our home. We would just at the holidays do a pop-up bake sale. It was by order only. Our friends and family would order, support our kids, and that's how they got to go do these fun things. So our friends and families started telling their friends. And so it was 2018, we started selling baked goods to people I didn't know. And so that started to make me nervous. I said to my husband, I'm like, if we're going to keep doing this, we need to become an actual business, get the license, get the insurance, all the things. So we did that. Became an official business, created an LLC, all of those things happened in 2019. And then we were super intentional to market our business. We would go to farmers market events in our town, whenever Greencastle would do some kind of a pop-up event or something that we could sell at, we were there. We would hand out samples of our cinnamon buns, and the business just grew. I think it was 2021 or so, we were approached by several different people in a short, in a 1-week time frame. I had 3 people ask me, do you have a fundraiser program with your cinnamon buns? And we didn't at that time. But when 3 people say something in 1 week, I said to my husband, I think God is telling us something here. Let's create a fundraiser program. So I went back to all 3 of these individuals. I'm like, well, we don't have anything officially set up, but if you want to be our guinea pig, so to speak, and work with us, we'll create a fundraiser program. And so we did. We still have our cinnamon bun fundraiser program to this day, and I would say it's about 1/3 of our total sales come from our fundraiser program. And so we do our cinnamon bun flake. I have some of ceilings eyes here, but look.
Oh, tempting me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So this is cinnamon buns.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, it's half the size of your head.
Oh my goodness, you could throw it like a frisbee.
So our fundraiser program, we do a lot of things with schools and sports teams and stuff like that. So it's like any of those fundraiser programs where kids are selling subs or cookie dough or whatever.
Amazing.
They have a sell sheet, they have an order form, they collect orders, turn it into their organizer. So on the fundraiser program, we have 4 kinds of cinnamon buns. We have cinnamon buns with cream cheese frosting, cinnamon buns with caramel frosting. We have pecan sticky buns and sticky buns without pecan. They can be ordered as individuals or in cans of 6. So it's going to be a pan of 6. It's a better value to buy a pan of 6. So yeah, if anybody needs a fundraiser for anything, we've done church youth groups, mission trips, even just individuals sometimes that need to raise a little funds for something, we can help.
And that's a big thing that I want to touch on, because the big thing that I was approached by one of my friends, that they had their business that their friend owned, and this business started kind of go down south. And I was looking at that, and I was kind of eyeballing it over the years because I saw it happening. And you know why I see businesses fail? Because I'm not, obviously this is my 3rd business. I've done business as well. And I will say, when you chase money as a business owner, things that are going to be problematic will happen. And this is a perfect example as to why Chris is thriving. She's giving back and she's offering great solutions for people to even use her food to help support different causes for people to grow in faith and fitness and their health and where even else with people to do fundraising for. And so these are the types of things that business owners have to do to become where she's at. And so I want to take a touch on that because it's so important in today's world to really make sure that you don't just go after one thing and you chase where you know you're making an impact. And that's how I serve as my own business. You see, is like a lot of what I do in my life is thinking about how I can get people to love themselves, to begin to want to start working on themselves. And that's next where I want to talk about is obviously we now know in the baked goods scene, which I'm here as a health coach. And I love this because we know that there are great things that people do in bakeries that can be helpful for knowing that you're actually putting quality ingredients in your body. Because we all know that in health, we all need to have our treats and things. And like, let's be real, sugar fuels our workouts sometimes. So Chris, what are some of the natural things and great things that you do in your baked goods that maybe somewhere like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Wawa, some of these places that are just loaded probably paragraphs of ingredients in their stuff, and what makes you different?
Yeah, absolutely. So we make everything from scratch here at our bakery. When you are buying from a chain, those places you just mentioned, they're going to be bringing their products in like frozen or like not baked but frozen, and they literally are just going to throw them in the oven. I don't even know sometimes where all of their things come from. So you can know if you purchase from us, we make everything from scratch here in our facility. We don't use pre-made stuff to make our things like pie, for example.
Yeah.
We've got pies in the cooler over there. We use apples from the orchard. Right now we still have peach pies. This is the last week for peach pies, so don't come in here looking for peach pies. But like as much as we can, we get our fruit from local orchards. And it's fresh fruit. It's not frozen. So we really try. Quality is a big thing here. And like our pies, like our best-selling pie, I'm sitting here. This is our coconut cream pie. This is honestly our best-selling pie, which was shocking to me. Apple and pie are also a top-selling pie. But we make our crust from scratch. We hand crimp the edges. This like cream on the top, it's heavy whipping cream. Like it's, we use real ingredients. And yes, they had sugar and flour and, all the stuff. But all things in moderation.
Yes.
And so we use quality ingredients as much as possible here. And
I love that.
yeah.
Well, that's really great to know. And
Cupcakes, like I'll show you this.
oh man, this is like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, look how beautiful that.
These are works of art. These are fun for me because every week we do 4 different flavors at least for our storefront.
Let's get a good little view of these here.
So we get to be creative with flavor. That single box says chocolate peanut butter, triple chocolate, pumpkin with cream cheese frosting, and then there's one called apple pie. So it's a vanilla cupcake with apple pie filling inside of it, a salted caramel frosting, salted caramel drizzle, crumb pie top, and that's like my favorite. That's an amazing cupcake. So we do a lot of weddings as well. We've done more weddings this year than we ever have before. So we'll do cakes and cupcakes for weddings. We've even done a couple of fun ones where they'll get mini pies. So this is a 6-inch pie here, but we actually have a 4-inch pie size. So it's like super individual. So we've done a couple weddings. I think we have another one coming up this fall where they just get a bunch of like 4-inch pies for their dessert tables. So weddings are a fun thing we do. If we do custom cakes in here, but they have to be pre-ordered, we'll stop any cakes in our display case. So you can't walk in and say, hey, I want a chocolate peanut butter cake today. But if you want it in a week from now for your mom's birthday, we can do that. Just let us know ahead of time.
Wow.
Let's see. And cookies. These are our sugar cookies.
Oh man.
They're like the best. I could eat this
Oh my.
pre-workout with
That
Mike. I've done this for a long time, but sugar cookies are my weakness.
that
And these are so good.
my kids would love those. Holy
And that was
smokes.
fun. We try to keep them seasonal. So these have pumpkins and
And footballs.
yeah, and some wheat
Oh man, that's so awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
I
and stuff. Can I talk about our we do another fundraiser too. I talked
Yeah.
about our cinnamon bun fundraiser. One Saturday a month, we have what we call in here soft pretzel Saturday. So we make soft pretzels, but we only do it one Saturday a month. You can't come in here today and buy soft pretzels because we don't have them. But our soft pretzel Saturday is always a fundraiser event. A lot of times we're helping families in our community that have some financial challenges. And a lot of times it's due to health reasons like cancer or some kind of sickness. We've done things for families that have children, in health crisis and things like that. So pretzel day is honestly my favorite thing we do. It is the hardest, most labor intensive thing we do. When we have a soft pretzel Saturday, we have to have at least 9 people working. So, and I only have 4 employees. So we have to find, which we have a great crew of people. We call them, our standby crew that helps us with a pretzel day. But we'll donate 25% of our pretzel sales to whatever the cause is for that particular day. And then we'll also throw a donation bucket up on the counter and people will put cash donations in there. And then all that cash donation goes to that. So our pretzel days will make anywhere from 500 to 1,400 pretzels. It just depends on the day. Isn't that crazy?
And here I thought Jim's Market was making a lot of their pretzels. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But I think it's only because we do it once a month. And so it creates a sense of urgency. Like, hey, there's pretzel day at Mama K's. Get down there and get your pretzels. And it's always going to be supporting a cause. Our next one will be the first Saturday in October, October 4th. And it will be to benefit the Greencastle Antrim Elementary and Primary Schools PTO. So,
wow.
Anyway.
Well, you guys heard it. Not only is she a woman in the kitchen at work, but she is also serving the community and giving back. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, hear her story, hear how she grew from nothing to something, and did it with just the love of something that she's passionate about and grew up with. And that's kind of how I evolved into my fitness and health journey, is that I grew up around it. And whenever I did, I wanted to kind of forego an engineering degree and start a gym. So, and here I am today. But I want to thank Chris for your time.
Absolutely.
And just make sure you guys do check her out. Remember, she is now, give me your address again.
Sure. So we're at 15 West Baltimore Street in Greencastle, and our hours, so Sunday through Tuesday, we're closed. We're open Wednesday afternoons 1 to 4, Thursday and Friday 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday 8 to 3. Little secret, if you want the freshest cinnamon buns ever, come in on a Wednesday afternoon from 1 to 4 because we make our buns Wednesday morning, or come in Thursday morning, or whatever. But yeah, we'd love to have you down here if you come in and see me around to say, hey, you heard about us on the Mike Over Show.
Yes. Make sure you mention that you heard me on the show. She might even throw in a little bit of a freebie for you. You never know. Whatever she's making up in that back kitchen there. So make sure you guys come check her out. God bless and thank you. And make sure you guys all have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
You bet.